Now, in case you're young and you don't know what these are, they're a pair of retro 3D glasses. Back in the olden days, people used to have to wear these to watch a movie in 3D. Can you believe that? Now, as you can tell, what made these, let me move into my normal voice. What you can tell was what made these glasses unique are the different colored lenses for each eye. Now, without getting too technical, the red lens would filter out red elements of the image that was shown on the screen, and the blue lens would filter out the blue elements of the image that was shown on the screen. And when combined, this filtering process fooled people's brains into seeing 3D, at least a really crude version of it. Now, the key idea that I want you to take away from this example is that when you wore these glasses, the filters, in this case the red and blue filters, could totally mask or hide things that were right in front of your face. And as a result, your perception of the world in front of you could be totally changed from what it would look like if you weren't wearing the glasses. So what does this have to do with happiness? Well, you have a happiness filter, and it works pretty much the same way as those 3D glasses. Only instead of your perception of reality being altered by two colors in a lens, it's affected by the expression of two sets of emotions, positive and negative. And here's how it works. The world around you, this includes your environment, events taking place, the people you connect with. The world around you is full of both negative and positive elements. But you don't see all of these elements. Like those 3D glasses, you filter some of those elements out. You have a positivity lens that allows you to see only a portion of the positive and happy elements of life, and you have a negativity lens that allows you to see only a portion of the negative and unhappy elements of life. And these two lenses are essentially what's responsible for your individual perception of reality. But unlike those 3D glasses where both lenses are the same size, the size of your positivity and negativity lenses vary, and one can be much, much larger than the other. Happy people have a positivity lens that's a lot bigger than their negativity lens, and as a result, they see a lot more of the good things in life that generate happiness. On the flip side, unhappy people have a negativity lens that's a lot bigger than their positivity lens, and as a result, they see a lot more of the bad things in life that creates unhappiness. So what determines the size of each of these two lenses, and how can you make sure that your positivity lens is larger in order to experience more happiness in life? That sounds pretty good, right? Well, the size of each lens is determined by what you talk about, what you think about, and what emotions you allow to grow in your heart. When you regularly complain about life or think about things that people do that upset you, or you remain angry about things all the time, well, you increase the size of your negativity lens, and as a result, your perception of reality becomes negative-centered, and you become more unhappy. And here's the kicker, and this is a big one. When your negativity lens grows in size because of your negative words, thoughts, and emotions, you start seeing more things to complain about, which makes your negativity lens even bigger than it was before. And it's a vicious cycle that will continue to get worse and worse until you take control of what you're doing. Now, to be happy, your goal is to make your positivity lens as big as it can be. You do this first by realizing that you have control over its size. It's not governed by your circumstances or things that you have no control over. You determine the size of your positivity lens. Next, you've got to start looking at events, people, and your environment more through your positivity lens, even if your initial reaction is negative. You've got to intentionally look for something positive to say, think, and feel in every situation in your life. So if someone upsets you, before you allow that feeling of anger to take root in your heart and to overwhelm you, which a lot of people do, you've got to look at that situation through your positivity lens and identify one good and positive thing about that person or situation. Identify it. You want to completely avoid conversations that focus on problems and drama and gossip and other negative nonsense. Either excuse yourself or shift the conversation to something positive. Take control. And don't dwell for hours replaying events in your life that make you mad. That's crazy. Instead, think deeply about specific things in your life that make it awesome and what you're really grateful for. When you take this approach consistently, your positivity lens will begin to expand and your negativity lens will shrink. And when this happens, happiness becomes a more natural part of your everyday life because you start seeing reasons to be happy all around you all the time. So write this down. My happiness filter. It gets bigger because I choose to look for something positive to say, think, and feel in every situation in my life. My goal is to make it as large as I possibly can. Go ahead and print this screen and use it as a reference on your journey to a big, happy life. If you found this video valuable, please go ahead and like it and share it. And if you want more videos just like this one, please subscribe. And thanks for watching.